Coach, what did you see from kind of your offense today and just the way that they kind of move the ball down the field during those 11-on-11 periods?
Sure. The positive things in a game situation like this, we gave them crowd noise, was procedures were good, no delay of games, no procedural penalties at line of scrimmage. I thought in that situation we went smoothly. I think we have to execute better with our twos and our threes. We had way too many drives that were stalled early on or had negative plays. So there's some execution issues that we have in our depth. I think a big thing for us is going to be continue with this quarterback battle. And then as we move it closer to 2, getting those guys more reps, getting everyone a little more comfortable together, some of that cohesion starts to build.
Do you feel there's been any signs of separation yet at the quarterback position, or is it still the dead heat?
It's still really close. There are guys that are starting to separate a little bit, and we would like to move it closer to 2 this next week and start getting a couple guys more reps with the ones and, again, continue to build the cohesion and getting those guys more experience and more work with the one group.
Do you have an idea of who those 2 guys that are kind of separating themselves are?
I think a big part of that's going to be after this practice, watching the film together as a staff, and we'll spend a lot of time talking about it and move from there.
What other priorities were there coming into this thing? What did you want to get done, and what do you feel that you accomplished?
Yeah, the biggest thing is the game simulations. I thought having them play with crowd noise, getting signals from the sidelines is big for us, getting in and out of the huddle fast, not turning the ball over, taking care of it. Those were all positives. I think where we got to continue to grow as an offense is if we do start slowing down a little bit, someone's got to step up to make a play to kind of get us going again. There's times where our energy starts going down if we do struggle a little bit. So, something's got to happen to pick us back up. So we're still looking for that.
Do you have a play of the day off the top of your head, or maybe a particular player who stood out to you?
I thought, I believe it was Reed Schumper, right? That had that big catch, right? Kind of set the safety, ran by him. I thought that was a big play for us. I thought JoJo had some real nice runs. I thought he had a good day, which was nice to see him back in, full live competition was good for him.
Has there been maybe one guy that you can point to that's really kind of been the biggest surprise for you in the camp and what they've done and how they've progressed?
Like a real good, I don't say it's necessarily a surprise, but a great addition has been Nakia. I think he's made our running back room a lot better and our depth a whole lot stronger. And we're excited about having someone with a little different style of play than some of the other guys.
Has your confidence in the wide receiver depth been growing pretty considerably over the past couple of weeks? It seems like there's a lot of kind of trustworthy guys.
Yeah, it definitely has, and part of that is rep counting some of the older guys that have been with us has helped us really develop some of the newer guys and younger guys. I would say the other one that thinking back was Deshaun Stribling is one that's been a real good surprise through camp, and I thought he was great for us in spring and has just continued to get better, and his confidence has grown a lot the more work he's gotten with us.
Coach Rolovich has said a few times that you guys might go with a rotational or some more rotation at receiver than you have in the past. Do you have an idea of what that number is going to look like, or are you still trying to work that out?
We'll keep working that out. And part of the rep counting through fall camp, that could continue early into the season, just to make sure that our guys staying healthy. And, that's always a concern for us because we do run so much with our receivers. We're playing with 4 all the time. We throw the ball a lot. They're running vertical a lot, is, making sure they aren't getting overloaded.
How would you assess the offensive line's play today?
It was up and down. Again, I think the depth is going to continue to get better. We held a couple of the returning starters out of the scrimmage completely to let some of the younger guys get more work. I think they had one holding penalty, which we're going to look at on a screen that we want to take care of. And, there were a couple sacks where I think we can be better with some of how we handle games and blocking on the edge. But I think there are some young kids that have really stepped up and have been playing really well for freshmen. Christian Hilborn would be one that's been playing really well for us.
Did you come off the field today thinking that we solved any depth chart questions? Is that a film thing, or do you think that maybe one was?
I would say after film we'll have a better feel for that. I think we come away with it, believing that I think we're progressing really well, and I think we're becoming more game ready. The thing for us to continue to improve on is how we finish and how we respond to bad plays. Those were issues for us last year, and those are things that we continue to need to address. Is being able to respond when bad things happen and being able to finish drives.
Does it make it harder to evaluate your receivers having such good corners on the edge and Jalen and Langford out there?
No, just because those are great corners and they challenge us a lot. But everyone's seeing the same guys, so you definitely get a chance to evaluate them well. And if anything, I think it's easier for us to evaluate when they're playing against really good players.